Hi, welcome back to Mrs. Green's COVID-19 virtual learning lesson plans. Today we're going to be making a coil built vase. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So our first step is going to take a ball of wedge clay, and I'm actually going to pinch off just a little small portion of this clay to create a little slab base or circle that will become the base of my vase. You can, if you want to, coil the base, but you don't have to. So normally when we're making a slab, we want to use a rolling pin of some kind, but because this is going to be such a small miniature vase, we're going to just kind of pinch it in our hands to get it flat, and then we'll go to the table and just flatten it out more. Okay, once I've got it flattened, then I'm going to go ahead and cut out a shape. I always like to trace my shape before I cut it so that I don't end up cutting it wrong and have to do it again. So let me show you what that's going to look like here. So I'm just very lightly tracing a circle, kind of like I'm sketching. So if I get it wrong, I can just smudge out a line. So here's what that looks like. Then I'm going to actually cut it out. Now, me being a ceramics teacher, of course, I have some ceramic tools at home, but if you don't, remember you can just use a paper clip or a toothpick to cut out with. But since I have this, I'm gonna use it. So I've cut out my little circular base. And then from here, I'm gonna begin slipping and scoring on coils. So I have a coil already made here. I am gonna have to go ahead and score this kind of corner edge of my base and then add a little slip. Make sure you do not overslip this though. That's one common mistake with coils is you put too much slip on it and then the clay keeps getting weaker and weaker and it smushes. So I put a little bit of slip on there. I've already scored my coil, and now I'm gonna put it on to this outer edge. One mistake I commonly see is people will actually put their coil on the side of the base. Well, that's not really helping you because it's just making the base wider. It's not making it taller. And so we want to go for height to start building up our vase shape. So I just kind of rip off the extra part of my coil, smooth these two attachments together, and then press down a little bit to make sure it's stuck. So if I want to just keep going straight, then I would just add another coil right on top of here and just keep going straight like a cylinder. But we're making a vase, and a vase goes out and then it goes in. So let me show you how to do that. So right here I have another base that I've made a little bit bigger so you can see it easier. And I'm going to go ahead and score this. When scoring coils, I do like to use a fork because it has multiple prongs, so it goes a little faster. So I'm gonna score both of these. Put a little slip on there. Now, if I want this to go out, I'm gonna actually place it on the outer edge of my previous coil, okay? And that way I can kind of make it go out like a globe shape, or go out like this vase is, okay? All right, and so I would just keep putting the next layer on this outside edge, and it would keep going out, okay? Now, if I wanna go in, let's take a look at this example. So in this one, I also have a decorative coil, and your project does need to have one row of decorative coils. So I use little vertical ones that I slip and score together. You could use spirals and squares and triangles, little circles, whatever you want, just have a decoration in there. All right, so if I wanna go in, I'm gonna take another scored coil. Well, that worked great, I just ripped that in half. Let's try this one. Okay. And this time I'm gonna place it on the inner edge, and that's how I would go in if I was trying to like make the neck of a vase, okay? And then again, I would press and score that on. So that's how you go in and out making a vase. Your vase needs to be about 3 inches tall, and that's all I have for you. So I'll catch you later.